Good morning, students. Yesterday we discussed projection theorem, in which we have a Hilbert space H and Y is a closed subspace of H. Then H can be written as the direct sum of Y and Z, where Z is the orthogonal complement of the subspace Y. And today we will discuss projection operator and its some properties. So by projection theorem, because H is the direct sum of the subspaces Y and Z, so every element of H has unique representation in the form of sum of the elements of Y and Z. So if we take X from H, then X is Y plus Z, and this representation of X in the form of sum, that is unique representation. So in this representation, this Y is called orthogonal projection of this element X on the subspace Y, or we can say that this is the projection of X on Y. So by this equation, we can define a mapping P from the Hilbert space H into the subspace Y, which is defined by, from here we have taken the element X, so P of X is equal to Y. So this is called projection map, or we can say that this is the projection operator. P is orthogonal projection of H onto Y. Now we will discuss some properties of this projection operator. So the first is this P is bounded linear operator. So in order to prove it, first of all we will prove that P is a linear operator. So in order to prove linear operator, let us take two elements X and X dash from the Hilbert space H, and we have taken two scalars alpha and beta. Now by definition of linear operator, we are to prove that P of alpha X plus beta X dash is equal to alpha into image of X plus beta into image of X dash under P. So now because X and X dash belongs to the Hilbert space H, so we can again use projection theorem. So by projection theorem, this X can be written in the form of the sum of elements, one taken from Y and one taken from Y complement, and that representation will be unique. It means for X belonging to H, we will have unique Y and Z, Y belonging to the subspace Y and Z belonging to Y complement, such that X is equal to Y plus Z. In the same way, this element X dash that also belongs to H, again by using the projection theorem, this X dash has the unique representation in the form of the sum of elements, one taken from Y and another taken from Y complement. So we have taken these elements. Now let us find image of alpha X plus beta X dash. Now substituting the value of X and X dash here, X is Y plus Z, X dash is Y dash plus Z dash. Now simplifying this product, this is alpha Y plus alpha Z plus beta Y dash plus beta Z dash. Now this is further is equal to, we can write it as P of alpha Y plus beta Y dash plus alpha Z plus beta Z dash. These two terms we have combined and these two terms we have combined. Now because Y and Y complement are the subspaces of H, by definition of subspace, if we take two elements from the subspace, then their linear combination that also belongs to Y, means alpha Y plus beta Y dash that belongs to Y. In the same way, Z is a subspace, so if Z and Z dash belongs to the subspace Z, then alpha Z plus beta Z dash belongs to the subspace Z. So therefore we can use the definition of projection again. Now P of alpha X plus beta X dash. Now by definition, P of alpha X plus beta X dash, that is image of this is alpha Y plus beta Y dash. So we have proved that P is linear because Y is P of X and Y dash is P of X dash. So we have proved image of alpha X plus beta X dash is equal to alpha into image of X plus beta into image of X dash. So we have proved that P is linear operator. Now it remains to prove that P is bounded operator. So to prove bounded, we will have to prove that if we take x belongs to H, then we are to prove that the norm of Px, that is less than or equal to norm of P into norm of X. We are to prove this property. If this condition is satisfied, then we say that P is bounded linear operator. So let us take x belonging to H. Now again, by using projection theorem, x is equal to y plus z. Now let us consider x norm square. So x norm square is equal to y plus z norm square. Now because y belongs to the subspace Y and z belongs to Y complement, we can use Pythagorean theorem. So by Pythagorean theorem, y plus z norm square is equal to y norm square plus z norm square. Because norm is always non-negative, so this quantity is greater than or equal to 0. So this will be greater than equal to y norm square. Now what is y? Y is P of x. So substituting the value, we get x norm square is greater than or equal to px norm square. So from here, taking positive square root, we get px norm is less than or equal to x norm. So we have proved that P is bounded, and here P norm is less than or equal to 1. So this condition is satisfied. Hence, we have proved that P is bounded linear operator. Now, the next property of this operator is P from Y to Y, that becomes identity mapping. So in order to prove this, we are to prove that if we take Y belongs to Y, then its image under P, that is again Y. So let us take Y belongs to Y. Now Y can be written as Y plus 0. This 0 belongs to Y complement because Y complement is a subspace of H. So 0 will belong to it. So Y can be written as Y plus 0. So this belongs to H because H is Y plus Y complement. This element is from Y, this is from Y complement. Now by using the definition of projection, P of Y plus 0, that is equal to Y. So P of Y is equal to Y. So we can say that mapping P, that is identity mapping. And also we can say that P maps Y onto Y because corresponding to Y belonging to Y, there exists again an element Y from Y such that image of that element is same. So P maps Y onto Y, and we can say that this mapping is identity mapping. Also from the same observation, we can say that P maps H onto Y. Means if we take Y belonging to Y, there exists an element from H such that Y is image of existing element from H. So let us take Y belongs to Y. Then Y can be written as Y plus 0. Now Y plus 0 belongs to H. If we find its image, then that is again Y. So we can say that P maps H onto Y. Next observation is P maps Y complement onto 0 element. Means we are to prove that P from Y complement to 0, that is a 0 mapping. Means if we take any arbitrary element from this subspace Z, then its image under P, that will be 0. So let us take an element Z belonging to this subspace Z. Z means Y complement, and we are to prove that image of this element is 0. Now, because Z belongs to Y complement and Y complement is a subspace of H, so this element will belong to H. Now, we can write Z as 0 plus Z. Now, let us find the image of Z. Image of Z means image of 0 plus Z. Again, by using this definition, P of Z will be 0. So, the image of every element of Z under P is 0. So, we can say that this mapping is 0 map. Next property of projection operators is P is idempotent. Idempotent means P square is same as P. So in order to prove this, let us take an element X from the Hilbert space H. Now let us consider P square X. Now P square X means P of X. Now P of x, because we have already proved that P from Y to Y is identity mapping. So we get P square x is equal to Px. So we have proved, and this condition is true for every x belonging to the Hilbert space H. So we can say that P square is equal to P, and this proves that P is idempotent. So these were some properties of projection operator. Thank you.